Hey, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. If you're a subscriber, I'd really appreciate it. So I'm in the process of using up my fruit and my tomatoes and things from my garden so they don't go to waste, especially during these times of precarious food security and the pandemic coming back now because of the foolishness of many people. I think that canning is a incredible skill and art form to learn. My mother was an avid canner, but because I was a child and we had very strange circumstances growing up, I never really learned or appreciated what she had to, teach. So I've relearned the art of small batch canning on my own and in combination with information online. But I have some hacks that have worked really well for me that I don't see other people using. So I'm going to share those with you today. This is all blackberry, peach, whatever I have, I usually combine it if the flavor works well, because I don't have an orchard, but when I combine everything, it adds up really quickly. And the whole idea of small batch canning is that you can do 6, 3, 7 jars at a time. Even let's say you make a big batch chicken soup and you can't drink all the chicken soup. Well, you can can that. Even 3 or 4 jars as chicken soup, well preserved, put away for a rainy day during these crazy times, is a really good investment of time. So I take everything, skins and all, especially with tomatoes, because all of the vitamins and the anti-cancer and what have you is usually in the skins of vegetables. So if the skins aren't bitter, i.e. peaches, you do want to remove the skin from peaches. But on tomatoes, I put everything in my Vitamix with my garlic and any other ingredients that you use to make a fresh salsa. It all goes in my Vitamix and I grind it into a fine pulp. Then from the Vitamix, it goes into the kettle and I give it a beautiful boil. I add a little bit of my salt and your seasonings, again, however you want your salsa to taste. This is a great opportunity to really play with the flavors and refine it. After it's boiled for 15 to 30 minutes, I take my canning jars. Now, I kind of love the small 8-ounce canning jars, and they're getting increasingly more difficult to find. I got these, the best price I could find without a lot of hassle was Target. I think Walmart has them too, and they average out to about $1 a jar now. So when I give these away as gifts, because the smaller jars make great gifts, and also if there's not a lot of people in your house, a smaller jar you're going to use in a way that a larger jar might go to waste because you don't use it fast enough, it might go bad. But a smaller jar is much more easier to manage, and then the sauce or salsa doesn't go to waste. I beg people when I give these away as gifts to please give me back the jar. But often, if people don't can and don't understand the work involved and the cost, you won't get your jar back. So when you give it away, it's just like lending money to friends or family. Don't expect the jar back and try not to get too bitter about that. So this is my hack. Instead of pre-sterilizing the jars, I use white vinegar. I pour the white vinegar about this far into my jar, put the lid on, shake the hell out of it really thoroughly, pour it into the next jar. They've shown that vinegar has almost the same antibacterial properties as bleach does, okay? Then, after I get all my jars vinegarized, I add my boiling ingredients right into my jars. And you really want to invest in one of these canning funnels. It's worth the $3 to $5 because it makes life so much easier than spilling it all over the place. So I funnel my ingredients into the jars. Again, you don't want to go all the way to the top. You want to take it to this first rim and give it some room for it to expand, contract, combust, whatever. Then I close my lid on it. And then from there, I'll have my water heated up over here, and I'll line my canning jars, as many as I can in here, with the water just hitting about where the lip of the jar meets the water. And then I will put my lid on here, and when that starts to boil, I set my timer for 30 minutes. And that makes sure that everything is sterilized. And then after 30 minutes, I shut off my heat, take the lid off, and I just allow that to cool. And you'll start hearing pop, 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 pop. And then you know that everything, you go through and make sure that everything is sealed, that it's not doing this, that it's solid. And this little method of using the combination of the vinegar and the boiling water, I have never had a jar go bad on me, ever, ever, ever. So that is my quick, super easy way of doing small batch canning. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video. If you like my quick money-saving tips, rants, raves, art, and occasional magic, please subscribe. It helps. If you have any questions, drop them down below. I'm actually that YouTube guy who will respond to your comments. Okay, take care, and please take care of each other, because I believe how we treat each other on the streets is our ultimate reality. Bye.